Hey everybody, this is Jessica Lightheart, aka the Earth Lady, and today is Thankful Thursday, and we are going to talk about your dash. What are you going to do with your dash? Okay, so with that being said, let's start. For all of you who don't know, the dash is the date, is the line between the date you're born and the day that you pass away. When you look at a headstone or a grave, in a graveyard, all of your graves have headstones, or most of them do. And on there, it'll say, in memory of so-and-so, and it'll give a little saying, and then it'll say the date that you're born, a dash, and then the date that you pass away. Okay, and so my this video today is about your dash. What are you going to do with your dash? Now, I personally set out to go ahead and make the best of my dash, stay in a positive attitude, positive mode, and try my best to help everyone I possibly can. Okay, and just give them advice and support getting through the struggles of life throughout their dash. But your dash is not as long as you would believe it would be. Our life is unpredictable. Your dash never has an exact, we're not aware of the exact length of our dash. So today we're going to talk about how to make the best of your dash. Now, when you are born, you grow up and you're conditioned and you're taught right from wrong, yes and no, and what to do, what not to do. And then you go to school, and the schools teach you all kinds of things and condition you some more. And the more that evolution goes on, the more it's something else. But anyways, and then you grow up. You know, you go through school, you graduate, you get a job, or you go to college, and then you still get a job, and then you get married and have kids, and when your kids are all grown, then you're wondering, okay, what else do I do with my life? Well, you don't have to wait until your children are grown and out of the home to decide what you want to do with your dash. Okay? You can start whenever you realize that life is a lot more valuable than you would think. That there's a lot more to life than just going through it doing what everybody says you're supposed to do. Okay? So, what I encourage everyone to do is to think about what you want to do with your dash, how you're going to make a positive impact on those around you. Okay, how you're going to make a difference. What do you want your life to be? A lot of times I ask people, what do you want to be when you grow up? You know, you can grow up anytime. Whether you're a child or a teenager or an adult. You know, we all have stages of our life, but we can take control of our life anytime. And what we choose to do with that is up to us. Okay? So when you find yourself your children have all grown up, or maybe you have children and you want to make the best impact on them that you can. So you start doing positive things. You know, as parents and adults, we're supposed to be role models to those around us, especially our children. So, what are you going to do with your dash? The only thing that you have control over is yourself. And as if you watch any of my other videos, you'll see that I refer everyone to a couple of different methods. One is the Serenity Prayer, And the serenity prayer goes, God grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Now, when I say the serenity prayer, I change it up a little. And it's, God grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change. People, places, things, and events around us. The courage to change the things that we can. Me, myself, and I, in the way that I'm going to act or react to the situation. And of course, the wisdom to know the difference, because if we don't know the difference, and we don't have the wisdom to stop a minute and say, wait a minute, how am I going to react to this? How is this going to pan out? Then we're screwed to begin with. Okay, so once we have taken the time to analyze that we're the only ones that we have control over, you only have control over yourself and how you're going to react or act to what's going on around you. Then it's a simple 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, which is the 5-second rule. Count down from 5 to 1, or even 0 if you'd like. And you decide to react that appropriate way, in a positive, more appropriate way, to where, okay, I know that I have no control over this. The only thing I have control over is myself and how I'm going to act or react to this situation. I choose to act in a positive way, and it will pan out in a positive way, in a beneficial way. And as you stay positive and you react in positive ways, then positive goes in your aura, and then positive bleeds out and surrounds you. If you are not around and surrounding yourself with positive people, places, things, and events, then it might be time to take a little bit of time to analyze what's going on in your life and how you can react to it differently so that it does end up in a positive and more beneficial way for you. Okay? Now, as I said, life is extremely short. I have found that people seem to value things that are replaceable and don't value the things that are irreplaceable. Now, analogy that I gave before is a lot of people think, oh, this is my favorite pen, so God forbid I lose my favorite pen. We're valuing an item that we can replace. You go to the store, you buy a package of pens, or you buy a new favorite pen. Okay? Things that you cannot replace are lives. Are your life, my life, the lives of the people around you. And yet we take life in general for granted. We assume on a daily basis that, oh, well, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Oh, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll catch up again tomorrow. When tomorrow is never promised. It's not guaranteed. So, what are you going to do with your dash? I choose to wake up every day and be grateful and full of gratitude. When I wake up, I have a specific routine. And one of the first things I do is I listen to Louise Hayes and the Good Morning Thank Yous. And then I listen to an hour of thank yous. And it can be small, simple things that most people take for granted. Thank you for my healthy heart. Thank you for the lungs that I have that allow me to breathe fresh air. Thank you for my arms. Thank you for my legs. Thank you for my brain so that it allows me to think and make my own decisions. Okay? The other thing that I do is I usually do an hour's worth of I ams, which is building your self-esteem and giving yourself permission to matter. I am someone and I matter. You are someone and you matter. And so that's part of my daily routine. Every day I get up and I do thank yous and I do I ams. And then I listen to motivation things on how I can make a difference in my life in order to make a difference in others' lives. Okay? If you're not happy in the situation you're in with the life that you have, the things that are around you, then it's time to analyze them and figure out What are the things I like? What are the things I don't like? What am I going to put up with? What am I not going to put up with? It's similar to the same thing you do every year on the new year, like New Year's resolutions. You decide, okay, well, this year, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to stop smoking, and I'm going to stop drinking, or I'm going to start making my bed every day, and I'm going to vacuum every day, or whatever the case may be. Those are just examples, okay? So every year, you have that chance and that opportunity to analyze the past year and what you want differently in the new year. Your dash is basically the same thing, except for this, you do consistently, okay? So you're always reminded of your dash. Today, I'm a better me than I was yesterday. Today, I shoot to be a better me than I was yesterday. I'm a bigger, better person and more positive today than I was yesterday. And tomorrow, I will be even bigger and better and more positive. Okay? So, what does your dash say? A good way to think about it is, if you're watching this, sit down and take a couple of minutes and think about it. If you were going to pass away today, what would people say about you? What would your dash say about you? Would your dash say you were a grumpy old person? You were short-tempered and had a bad attitude? That you didn't help anyone and didn't care about anyone but yourself? What would people say about you? When you had your funeral, if you had your funeral today, what would they say? What would people remember about you? Okay? Take a little bit of time and think about it. And if you're not happy with the things that you come up with, then this is the time, there's no time like now, to change things, make changes, so that your dash is a positive thing and that people have positive things to say about you. My dash would say, I'm an awesome person. There are people that want to be my friend and like me, and I even personally don't quite understand that, but okay, And my dash would say, I'm a positive person. I am outgoing, and I like to help people. I like to make a difference in others' lives, and I support them. There are things that, I shoot for every day to make my dash a better dash, to make an impact to where others have a lot to say about me.
Stop it.
Okay? I personally want to be someone that is never forgotten. And so I try my darndest to help as many people as I can and make a positive impact on the world and teach those how to get through their trials and tribulations and storms in a better, effective, positive way, according to the trials and tribulations and storms I've been through, personal experience. That's also how I do my lives, is personal experience. Teaching people that no matter how bad things seem to be, or no matter how bad things are, things could always be worse. So let's be positive and be grateful for the things we have. I know that there are a lot of people out there right now that are homeless or going hungry. So when I meet someone, I become friends with them. If I come across someone, Ben works at the hotel, so when he finds someone that is stranded, we give them a ride. When he finds someone who's been stuck there for a while and has no money and no food to eat, and the hotel only offers breakfast, well, then I'll bring you a meal, or I'll bring you into my home and feed you. Make sure that you have clean clothes. You do your best to make a good impression, but it's also giving, you're breathing positive vibes, helping someone else, because you never know when you're going to be in that situation where you're going to need the help. And if you are in that situation, the last thing you want is someone looking down at you saying, well, you dug your own hole, well, you deserve it. No, you don't deserve negative. You don't deserve to be in a bad situation. You are someone and you matter. And so how you decide to help others will come back to you, because sooner or later you're going to hit that road and be in a negative place, or homeless, or hungry, or cold, or whatever the case may be. And at that time, you're going to reach out and say, hey, I need help, because a closed mouth cannot get fed. So if you do not ask for help, you're not going to get help. But when you ask for help, there is lots of help out there available. It's hard to find sometimes, but it is available. You just got to do a little work. And then from there, you help others. If you are already very prosperous and in a good situation, and you're financially free, or you're pretty much caught up on your bills and things, and you have spare time on your hands, then you volunteer. Go out and volunteer at a soup kitchen, or go help feed the homeless. Or perhaps there's, here in Tennessee, we have a place called Carm. And when you go, it's similar to the Goodwill, so you get all kinds of nice things that are used. Some of them still have the tags on them, you know, people donate things. So you go there, you purchase the things that you need or you want, and all of the money that goes into that feeds the homeless, shelters the homeless for the night, gives them clean clothes, provides them with soap and shampoo and toothpaste in order to take care of their personal hygiene. Okay? So, and when you're not in that higher capability, that position to help others, you still do your best to try to help as many as you can with what you have. You start small and shoot for the stars. So you start small with what you have, and you do with what you have, and you help others to the best of your ability. And as you help others, then the positivity comes back to you, and you have more, and you're able to give more. It's all about living from the heart, guys. Your life is about sharing love and helping others. That's the whole meaning of the dash. The dash is extremely small. Your life is extremely small. We're never guaranteed tomorrow. So, we're grateful for what we have. We utilize it to the best of our ability, and we help and share. And then when your time is up, your dash will be one amazing dash. And people will say great things about you. They won't say, oh, she was an old hag and bitter and short-tempered and rude. No, because you were giving. Oh, she was giving. She would give the shirt off of her back if that's what you needed. You know, you have, I believe that we need to stay positive and help others. I believe that the world was created out of love. And the reason that it's falling apart is because we've lost the concept of love and value. Again, we value a pen as this being my favorite pen, and yet I can replace this pen multiple times. But the life that I have and that others have, they perhaps do not value. If you're thinking about taking your life, then obviously you don't think that you are someone and that you matter. And that's extremely important that you know that you are valuable, that you are someone, that you do matter, and you are irreplaceable. If you pass, we cannot replace you. Others will be empty and very distraught and destroyed inside, sad, depressed, and miserable, missing you. So please don't take your dash for granted, because every life matters. You matter. You are someone. And when you go, there will be a lot of people who will miss you. So you do the best to make the best of your dash and share love and gratitude and help others. And when your time is up, your dash will be one hell of an amazing dash. and you will be remembered for many centuries to come. So that's just a simple explanation, I guess you can say, of what I believe your dash is and how we should live our dash. If you have any comments, if you liked my video, please give us a thumbs up. If you feel like this is helpful in any way, shape, or form, please feel free to share it. I do have a YouTube channel. If you see this on my YouTube channel, make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm working on getting 100 subscribers so that my channel can stay up and running and be a valid YouTube channel of inspiration and motivation for others. All right? So thank you again for watching. I hope you all have a thankful Thursday. God bless, and may we see each other again soon. Ciao now.